The room was gigantic, cavernous, and uncomfortably humid. Thick, hot air slammed into Jennifer and me as we entered. The space was dark, with only enough light to pick out silhouettes and shapes. I fumbled for a light switch. Light flooded the room.
Hello?
A cheerful voice called out. I think I screamed, or Jennifer did. Maybe both of us. We found Noah. He was the size of a bear, a never-ending tumble of wet skin. Noah reminded me of a partially deflated balloon, somehow both bloated and saggy at the same time. His body appeared stuck to the wall, flesh merging with wood in a bloody whirl.
Found me.
He shouted, bouncing up and down, causing his skin to ripple.
Noah?
The creature bounced again.
Lucifer and Jennifer. Hello? What the fuck took you two so long?
His shout sent me scrambling for the door, but of course it was fucking gone. I hated that house deeply.
You were the last two.
Noah said.
Why don't you have a seat?
I glanced around. The giant room was entirely empty except for a bed, the size of a swimming pool in the corner. The stained sheets were dripping with something that looked terribly similar to Noah's skin. I sat on the floor. Jennifer sat next to me.
Come closer.
Noah asked. We did not.
Oh, fine then. Well, you found me. I made it as easy as I could, but the wall still took so very long. The others have already gone, even Sam and Mia. I thought you might leave before them, but no. Sam went off in his cloud of smoke, and little Mia fell into a looking glass. She always liked you.
Noah turned towards Jennifer.
You've seen them, haven't you? Gotten some visits, but now they're gone and you're all that's left.
What's going to happen to us?
Jennifer asked.
You'll change, you'll become...
What? I asked. What are we going to become? Noah shrugged. At least, I think he shrugged. The slabs of flesh where his shoulders should be rolled like waves against the shore.
It's not for me to know what you'll become, only that you will. The eyes are seeds, you see. And once the seeds are planted, there's no way to know what will grow. And once you've changed, you'll need to leave.
Why? And leave for where?
I don't know that either. The change will make this world unsuitable. The air will become poisonous and the sunlight will become heavy enough to break bones. But you're in luck. There are so many other worlds and so many holes between this world and the others. Noah smiled, tongue dropping so low that it nearly touched the ground. There's a house with 100 doors that you could travel forever and never explore it all. There's a night with a starless sky where the forgotten crawl back home. There's a dying place where a coward king waits on a throne of glass. And in the middle of it all, a neighborhood sitting on a slow hill, wedged in between a crack and reality. Oh, the places you could go. And in time you might even learn how to visit here, how to travel back and forth, and how to find hopeless things, how to feel.
You don't make any sense. Why me? Why are you doing this to me?
Because you were there. Because you needed something from us. Because you accepted a gift and now we're giving you much more. Have you felt the call yet? The doors all have a certain pull for those who can see them.
I thought of the tall tree with the blue lights drifting in the sky, the way it tugged at us and how much Jennifer wanted to see it. If we passed something like that, would we be able to stay away? Jennifer stood up.
Enough! I'm tired of listening to you ramble bullshit. You're going to tell me how to stop whatever's happening to me. I'll kill you if you won't tell me.
Noah smiled and smiled, mouth stretching until his face split in half. Something fuzzy crawled out of the hole. It was a skull with a spine attached, all of the bones covered, in thick black hair.
See you on the other side,
the skull said in Noah's voice. It slithered down the mountain of sagging flesh that used to be its body, then shot across the floor too fast to follow. Jennifer dove at the creature, trying to grab hold. Noah slipped through a seam between the wall and floor. He was gone. Jesus, I said. There wasn't much else to say. Jennifer slammed her fists on the ground.
Fuck! Fucking prick! Fucking all of this!
Noah's flesh was slowly dripping onto the floor, sliding off the wall like yogurt. It already reeked of spoiled meat, and for some reason, strawberries. Behind the skin was a door. With nowhere else to go, we went through and found ourselves standing outside of Noah's house on the porch. The storm had stopped, and the sky was a perfect April blue. What now? I asked. Maybe we can track him down. Maybe we can... Jennifer silently crossed the yard and headed towards the RV. After a moment, I followed. By the time I got inside, she'd already gone into the bedroom and shut the door. It was locked. Jennifer? I asked. She didn't answer. I heard her crying. I wonder what it was like for her, crying without eyes. Were there still tears? I sat on the small couch in the RV's kitchen and waited. 20 minutes later, Jennifer emerged, calm and pale, sunglasses on.
How about we go see that ball of yarn?
She asked. Sure, I said, getting up to start the RV. That sounds like a good trip. We didn't hurry. We took our time driving, exploring random exits, stopping often to just get out and walk around. Both of us were dissolving slowly. Jennifer's fingers and toes were growing into each other. I found lumps of her hair in the shower each day, as well as teeth. She stayed bundled up, shivering even in the heat, always struggling to get enough air. My veins continued to blacken, to become hard, pressing against skin that had become as rough as bark. But it wasn't so bad. We had good times, even then, sleeping in until noon, staying up until dawn, always together. We saw more and more strange creatures each day, buzzards with antlers and human eyes, clouds that dragged tails across the ground as they drifted. And we saw doors. Or usually, I guess, we felt them. Noah was right. They called to us, pulled us. Jennifer felt them stronger than I did. One night we were driving past a hospital, and Jennifer grabbed the wheel, tried to turn us into the parking lot. I wrestled control back and slammed on the accelerator. Once the building was out of sight, Jennifer settled down.
It just hurts too much.
She told me while curled in the passenger seat.
I don't think we can stay here, but I'm afraid to go.
We'll be okay, I lied. We'll find a way to fix things. Last night we slept at a rest area near a forest. When I woke up in the morning, Jennifer was gone. I found her trail easy enough. Bloody footprints leading off into the woods. Soon I started coming across her clothes, the rest of her hair, all of her fingers and toenails. The grisly procession led to the edge of a small, still lake. The water was chilly and threatened me with my own deteriorating reflection. I felt the pull then. The lake was a door, a thin spot where the fabric of reality was worn and frayed, a hole into another world. I doubted the lake was deep, but I sensed that I was standing on the cusp of a terrible drop. If I went into the water, I knew I would sink until all light was gone, then further still. I wondered what was on the other side, what things might live in all of that darkness and pressure. Most of all, I wondered if I'd ever see Jennifer again. There was another pull overwhelming a riptide trying to drag me out. I panicked and slipped, stumbling away from the lake as fast as I could. That door was not my door. I put some miles between myself and the rest area. Even during that short drive, I felt other doors calling to me. If I stay here too long, I know I'll die. But if I leave, I might never be able to come back. And who knows what I might be walking into if I cross over. The doors whisper to me, promise and beg and threaten. There are infinite fields, unfamiliar stars, pits, eyes, and hungry things all waiting. I won't be able to resist much longer, and I'm so scared at how inevitable it feels. But I'm going to see that fucking giant ball of yarn if it's the last thing I do. I just wish I didn't have to do it alone. I'm so tired. I miss Jennifer. I hope we meet again one day.